Hey there! Now, Subnautica is a game full of creatures with unique abilities that inhabit planet 4546b. Some of them don't seem too spectacular, like the Sandsharks' ability to bury itself in sand, but some of them are really interesting. So here you have my personal top 10 Subnautica creatures with the coolest abilities. At number 10 we have this little fellow. Well, actually it's the size of our head. The crashfish inhabits a plant-like home, which is mostly found in caves. If a player gets too close, the plant opens up, revealing the crash in a threatening position. If you get even closer, which I wouldn't recommend, the crash shoots out of the plant, following you and exploding after a short amount of time. You don't want that to happen. After a crash has left its plant, you can find crashfish eggs or sometimes crash powder, which can be used to craft medkits or a welder, for example. Now coming in at number 9 we have a really strange looking creature. It looks like it's wearing a gas mask and is called the Gasopod. This rather slow creature was added on September the 27th, 2014 and swims around the safe shallows in packs from up to 5. These guys are not aggressive, but if you get too close, they release a bunch of spores which will pop and release a poisonous gas, which will damage you. However, if you manage to get out of it in time, you'll regenerate all lost health almost instantly. In other words, don't get too close or they'll fart at you. These spores can be harvested and used to craft sea moth gas torpedoes. Number 8 is a really beautiful creature. Don't get too close to it though, or you might find out it's a carnivore. It was added really long ago but had no special ability for a really long time. Only since the Dangerous Creatures update, it's able to attract the player and other creatures by manipulating their mind. This is what it looks like when you're being manipulated.
It is your primary directive to swim closer to that page.
When it bites you, it can remove up to 35% of your health. Coming in at number 7 we have the cute fish. Now most of you will know this creature. It's a special edition pet which will be given to all players that buy Subnautica before the 1.0 release. It will follow the player around and can even do some tricks. It's invincible but will act vulnerable and may spray ink at a predator to defend itself. There is a concept art showing the cute fish explode, but it is believed that this feature was replaced by the crashfish. Possibly being the most famous Subnautica creature there is, the Reaper Leviathan was supposed to be the size of a sand shark, but the devs decided, let's just make it big. Now it's the third largest creature and the second largest predator in Subnautica. It has the ability to grab its prey, which includes the player, the sea moth and the exosuit. It's gonna grab you with its claws next to its face and has 3 different attacks. Grabbing the exosuit or sea moth and throwing it around while damaging it. Biting the player, which removes 40 to 80% of the health bar, or instant killing the player with the famous animation. By the way, if you are being assassinated by a Reaper in your sea moth, use your electrical defense to make it let off you. The crab squid roams around the deep Grand Reef, the Lost River and the Blood Kelp biome. It was added in the Dangerous Creatures update on September the 22nd, 2016 and has a really interesting ability. It's attracted to light, which means if you throw a flare, it's gonna follow that flare. But if you shine at it with a vehicle light, it releases an EMP blast, which will disable any electricity near it. Now, I personally think this EMP blast looks awesome. It will also be able to disable electricity in your base, meaning that your base won't be able to generate oxygen, which is kinda annoying if you're down in the deep drain reef. It can also attack you normally, removing 40% of your health or 20% of your vehicle's health. At number 4, we have the lava larva. The name suggests it being a larva of another creature, which many believe to be the lava lizard, but that is not confirmed. They swim around the lava zone and attach to any of your vehicles. While attached, they drain the power of your submarine or exosuit and slow it down. That is a very annoying creature to have on your Cyclops, trust me. You can remove them by killing them or by removing all power cells of your vehicle. People that have played Subnautica for a really long time might recognize the lava lizard as the old Stalker model. When the Stalker got a new model in the alpha stage, it became a completely new creature, which was implemented in the Dangerous Creatures update. The lava lizard is almost completely immune to heat, giving it the ability to submerge itself in lava, which gives it a shell on the back. With that shell, it can shoot fireballs, which deal 30% damage. The same goes for its bite. You can destroy the shell by damaging the lava lizard. On the second place, we have the biggest predator in Subnautica, the Sea Dragon Leviathan. It is found in the lava zone and it's one of the key components to Subnautica's story. An infected sea dragon broke out of the secondary research facility and spread the Kara over the planet. It once had the ability to eat your whole sea moth, but that was removed after the devs realized a sea moth couldn't even enter the lava zone. It's also the only creature that's able to damage your Cyclops. That's why it will spawn in the void with Reapers and Crab Squids to prevent the player from going there. It has 4 attacks: swatting the player, which means it swings its hand at you, throwing you away. That doesn't deal any damage though. It can spit a large fireball at you, which will deal 40 to 50% damage. And it can also launch a whole lot of small fireballs, which deal approximately 30% damage. Of course it can bite you, but you don't want to be bit by something that's more than 10 times larger than you. That's an instant kill. And on to number 1. At number 1, we have a creature that is not actually a creature. It was created by the precursors to hunt and kill any infected creature on the planet. Of course, I'm talking about self-warping quarantine enforcer units, or SKUs, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, or simply warpers. They run off the energy the thermal reactor in the lava castle produces and are immune to Kara. Their ability to warp themselves or other creatures makes them unique in Subnautica. They can warp you to a random place by shooting teleportation orbs at you, which also deal 5% damage. They can also warp you out of your vehicle, so don't get too close to them with a sea moth or exosuit. And if you think you're safe when you're near them, you're wrong. They can also use their claws. Oh, before you try to freeze them with a stasis rifle, that won't work. They're gonna teleport out of there. Thank you very much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, remember, a like is always appreciated. That's it from me, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye! And if you are interested in what the biggest Subnautica creatures are, you can click on the screen right now, it's gonna take you to a video of mine.